Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. I'ma just wait for the cue of that music. We've left behind some good stuff over there. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Psych. Anyway, we do have some news coming up. I should have prepared that. I should have prepared that window. Father God in heaven, help us as we navigate these charts. Be with us. Amen. Look at this right here. Down, up, down. We came here. Short up. Use that same spot as support. Fail. So probably maybe keep staying here, or maybe revisit one more time to keep shooting down. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. This is that whatever that we drew yesterday. That sells our liquidity, and it's now taken, so that's all good. Put it back in there. So let's do a quick up down, whatever top down analysis. I've come in a little bit early today because we do have news at 11:30, and I want to see if we can get a setup at that time. If we get an entry, I will take a setup. If not, I'll just wait for my normal time, which is 12. We might have different dynamics because of that news, but it's all good. So looking at the monthly, where we're heading to, seems like we did visit that fair value gap, and we're leaving it. Right, so what I'm gonna do is just, yep, that's good. We're leaving it. This was marked yesterday, so I'm just gonna be a little bit quick here. That's a monthly fair value gap. Needs to be blue so I can know there's a fair value gap. That's how I mark my fair value gaps, in blue. So I think we're good here. What else do we need to see? That was a previous month high denoted by that fair value gap, so we're good. The weekly, what am I seeing here? That's the way in between the previous week high and low. Currently there's a gap right there that maybe they want to rebalance, so we'll see about that. So what I'm gonna do is just mark that. I don't think that should be anything though, but we can get there and then shoot up, you know, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. We can balance that right there, so maybe that's what they want to do again to keep going up. So I'll just mark I'll mark that old weekly high right there. OWH, and that should be Gucci. Just that should be fine. We are in between yesterday and whatever, so maybe have that marked. Previous week low. I don't think I should have these levels on the higher time frame. If we go to the 1 minute, I don't need to see those levels, honestly. I don't want to see them. So I'll just do that thing one more time real quick. It's only 3 levels anyway. I need to be set by that FOMC time, so let's do this one more time. Boom, boom, right there. Call out the monthly. The other thing I did is that to the weekly level. Maybe we might come there and just chill a little bit. All weekly high, and then we're good. Maybe have this mark to like the previous week high right there. Come on. And the previous week low. That should be fine. Move this back a little bit. Just make sure those levels are really good. And then let's go to the daily. I don't like when these things are just looking anyhow. So we just took out the previous day low right there, and we are currently back in that range. And then here's the previous day high, which seems to have like an imbalance over there, so I'm gonna mark that instead of just having the whole previous whatever. I'm gonna do that real quick and move it up to there. That's good. So it's a volume imbalance on the daily time frame. And we do have another one here. We gap down. So what's the probability that they want to come and fill that out? I don't know. Is that something I want to mark? Maybe I should, just to see what we're working with. So that looks to me like a new daily opening gap. I hope that's what it is. The closing price of yesterday and the opening price of today. So we gap down. Looks like we went up, and now this was once bullish, right? And then it became bearish, and the bearishness is being shaved. We have 9 minutes. We've taken out this equal lows here again. I think I had that marked. Let me see. Wait. I think on the other side, right? Not on this side. Oh no, right here. So we're working that daily fair value gap over there. This is so interesting, man. So I'm gonna have those levels just working there for us. So I may as well just bring this up here because I'll need those levels. That looks good to me on the daily. So let's see what the 4-hour looks like. Anything here that needs to be adjusted? Does still that look good on the daily? Yep. So on the 4-hour we Gucci. That's the previous day low. So we're just in between some major levels in my opinion. We do have a breaker here, a 4-hour breaker. Maybe it's this one, because this up candles are kind of in here. So we do have a low, high, low, and we just touched, not yet, but we touched that breaker block, but not the breaker itself. So we have this one or this one. I really don't know which one I should mark, which one I should leave behind. I'm just curious. I'm just gonna mark it though. Wow, it's too many drawings today. I need that in gray, and I'll just do like 4-hour. And I'm also gonna mark the other one just in case they want to get to this one. This to me looks like some analysis paralysis. Too many drawings there. So they're both for. So this one is embedded in this one. So I'm thinking we might get there, maybe bounce off of it. I don't know. I really don't know. So I think that's it with the 4-hour. We have this fair value gap right there. So that's a breaker paired with a fair value gap. We have some sell side liquidity here that we are really working on. So this kind of is going like this. So this might have taken that low, but they're still relatively equal. So come on, I'll just keep this here. But that low has been taken out. We've entered to that fair value gap that's paired with the breaker. So can we see maybe some movement to the upside? I don't know. News day, we'll see. And look at the 1 hour. It's right there. What am I seeing on the 1 hour? All this is balanced. Every fair value gap is balanced on the 1 hour time frame, like literally. Maybe this one wasn't completely closed. What is that low? That low is looking at the numbers up here. That low is 19,895.3. What's that high? 19,894.5. So this is a little bit lower. Whatever. 18,995, 895. This one is 18,894. Well, pretty much. Otherwise, so if we're going up, then this is a walk in the park. Or they just finished what they need to finish, and price doesn't need to come back here, so we can go for lower prices, lower targets. So if this fails, then we are likely to get down here. So here's my play, man, because it's a news day. I might wait to see if we'll get down here and then see if we can get something to shoot up. If not, I'll just wait. If they keep going down, then I'll wait for them to close below this breaker, because that means it fails, retest it, and I'll enter to see if we can get to levels down here. And I also gotta be careful because on the 1 hour I'm seeing a fair value gap over there. So that's something that I'll be watching out for. That needs to be in blue. So we have 5 minutes to the FOMC. I will see how this goes, man. We'll see how that goes, and that's the play for now. But we'll see how that goes, as I say. So we're done here with. So this becomes even smaller. I feel like I should just represent all of this as sell side liquidity at that previous day. Where is it? Previous day low right there. taken a lot of 1, 2, 3 into a pool of a fair value gap, so why not try to work that? Because this was once a daily whatever. Maybe get back to this volume imbalance over here. So wow, I don't know if I should just hop on to that news or just wait. I have no idea. This is that part I thought was kind of balanced, so I'll just have that there. I need that to be in black. Okay, 4 more minutes to this FOMC thing. This needs to stay on the 1 hour. And with Gucci, too much drawings, man. I know, too many drawings over there, but it's all good. All right, man, I got too many levels. Okay, let's go down here to the 5 minute. Let me see how it looks like with the EMAs. We are going short, looking good, going short. So yeah, it makes sense to look for a short here, man. If they would just come on this 1 hour, can't take out that high and then come down. I don't know what they're going to do. But that's 11:30 happening in 3 minutes. I don't know if I'm comfortable taking this, so no, skip. So how I would do it again is also the 4 hour time frame right here. I would have that previous 4 hour drawn, the high and the low, and then I'll be looking for a short. So now that we've traded below the previous 4 hour low, I'll be looking for longs to go up. I don't know if that's the play today, but we'll see how this goes, man. So anybody trading that 50 cross 200 retracement entry here, you made some money, but if you're holding too much, you're taking out. 50 does cross 200, it closes again, so you're gonna wait for another retracement. Yeah, that's tricky because 50 just kept on going up. Okay, 3 more minutes to whatever. At this point, man, I have no play, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna chill, see something very clear. Because where are we going to? Where are we going to? Maybe I should put the 30-minute ranges. Maybe. So trade above this 30-minute. Enter right there. Keep going down. I like the structure that we have here. Fair value gap, shoot down. Enter to that fair value gap, shoot down. We've left one here. So are they willing to come in here and then shoot down? I don't know. I have no play here. I'll just be waiting to see what this FOMC wants to do. What did 11 do? Where is it? 11 p.m. candles, this one. So just shut down. That's the current. There was 11. The news at 11. Let's see the 1 minute. 2 more minutes. 10, 11. This one did nothing. Just shot up into that fair value gap. Actually, it's a break. High, low, high, high. Within range, which is okay. High, low, high, high, and then we shot down with a fair value gap paired with a breaker. We enter, we just shoot down. Beautiful. And then here we have a low, high, low, low, break up. So that up candle paired with a fair value gap there. They didn't need to touch that breaker block or whatever, but there's a fair value gap and we're shooting up. So damn, it's tricky here. I can't really tell what's gonna happen. So 11:30, we keep shooting down. Maybe I'll look for a bounce from here to keep going up. I think that's my play. That's the play that I have, because I have so many markings right now. Bouncing off that daily fair value gap over there. New daily opening gap that might need to get closed maybe. So FOMC 30-minute whatever, this one, the press conference is now, and I'm not seeing nothing happening. Normally there's usually something going on, but they just chill, bro. They just chill. I have no play here while I do 25. So this right here is I like that. That's a trend line. I have no play here. So I was gonna look at 30-minute ranges. I'd have to wait for either we trade above to that fair value gap and then look for a short to go down. Interesting. I'll move this to the side a little bit. It's just too much. Oh yeah, I need to see what's going on, bro. Refresh. Yep, there we go. So these things just shot up straight like that, and it's just, we just traded below it. I think we might, but this is the daily. That's the 30-minute time frame. We might be looking for lower prices though. I just don't like this two here, but that doesn't mean that we won't keep on going down. Any attempt to go up is being reversed. Look at those fair value gaps being respected, and we have another one here. What's the play here, man? What's the play here? What's the play here? 11:30 news doing nothing, bro. No, doing nothing, doing nothing, doing nothing. What are we even looking at here? I was shooting up. So Darker breaker is kind of pushing us up. So if we, so you kind of gotta see that we've taken out all this liquidity, this low, this low, this low, and we're just about to confirm maybe that 5-minute order block. So is that a play I can use to go bullish, based on the fact that we came and entered into this daily fair value gap here, and on the 4-hour, go back, where was I? The 1 minute, and on the 4-hour. So this is just me trying to give myself reasons why I should go up. That 4-hour, current 4-hour candle is just about to turn to bullish, and we're still shooting up. Maybe I should push this to the side a little bit, to the front. Right, so there's a break up here with the fair value gap. Maybe they should have touched that spot, they didn't. On the 30-minute, we do have a fair value gap in here, so probably I could wait and see the reaction that I get from there. If we do get up there, 1 hour is nothing. And then I kind of like how it looks like on the 1 hour. See, this is really nothing. No fair value gap. Unless the up candles hold price like they've been doing, right? To that candle, boom. To that one, that up candle holding price, that up candle holding price. So if this is on the 1 hour, if we trade above this up candle, then that could be a change in state of delivery, right? And probably we could look for something there. SD right there. If we trade above that 1 hour, oh, I'm looking for longs to go up, because I don't know if the daily is gonna give it. So the daily just turned back to bullish. Will they want to give in a fight a little bit? Maybe come back here, which will be that, what, that new, which one is that level now? That volume imbalance on the daily. We also have that new daily opening gap that we are currently working on right now. So probably I should have had those levels come to this side, but it's all good. It's all good. So I'm comfortable taking a trade. Where now? If we trade above, so resistance, resistance, resistance. We broke up, support, support. Shot down, took those lows into that spot that was right there, right? So support turned resistance is now turned to support probably, and then maybe we take those highs. I don't know. So I like that play. I like that play on the 1 hour. So if we close above this up candle, I'll be looking for long, because that would be a nice change in state of delivery. And I'm just gonna mark it actually. So I just do CISD and then just make sure to know it's on the 1 hour time frame like that, and we'll see how that goes, man. Maybe I should mark it here. I just feel like this side is too much marked. Which candle is this? Just the 1 hour. We'll see how that goes. I'll pull this to 1 p.m. That's okay. Pull that to 1 p.m. That's okay. Now I want to see if we're gonna close above this down candle, and I like how we do have like that inverted 5-minute fair value gap over there. We've closed above it, we just touched it, and we're shooting up, so it could be bullish here. We'll see how that goes, man. So I'll be comfortable taking a trade from this zone here to shoot up. So look for a nice entry to see if we can take these highs and all these highs here, probably all the way up to here and even up there, right? So that should be a good afternoon trade if we're still poised to go up, which I think there's a high probability that's what's gonna happen. So let's just chill for a while and see how this goes. Not worried about the EMAs, but it would be nice if by the time we get here 50 is above 200 and maybe get a small retracement to go up. So let's just be a little bit patient here. Hope we get a trade. If price wants to go without us, well, it's all good. Well and good. So I'm thinking the play might be on the 1 hour, and I'm just gonna mark that as well here, that high, pull it all the way to whatever, and that's gonna be my CISD, changing state of delivery. I might just add that. It's on the 1 hour, so I don't need to say 1 hour, but just do it anyway. Add text, I just did, which is somewhere here. So on the 5 minutes, so this is the last up candle shut down. If we close above that 30 minute, close above that CISD, yeah, I think we might have a good. I just don't know where my stop loss is gonna be at though. I don't think we are coming back here, honestly. We have left some 5-minute fair value gaps and some gaps. Are we likely to come down here? No, I don't think so. So that 11:30 didn't do so much. Usually there's some crazy moves, but that 1 hour candle is being shaved off, man. Okay, what if this structure holds? Because remember, we also had this up candle and we just walked our way down, but we should have seen at least a closure below this candle, right? I want a closure below this candle, but any attempt is being taken back. So no closure below this huge up candle, which happened at 3 p.m. yesterday. 1 p.m. we closed there, then opened here, so it should be even right there. So that's the new daily opening gap, not that big. Let's just get the middle over there. Interesting. Bodies are staying at the half of that new daily opening gap, so any attempt to go down has been reversed. Like, look at this down candle, and the body's really struggling to stay above. So I'm thinking here you can just go long, honestly speaking. So what I'm gonna do is on this side, I'm just gonna put a small entry. I just don't know where to put my stop loss though. You know what, let's just chill. We'll get a good setup. So we might get a good entry, but how, after we enter, what's the retracement gonna be like? You know, that's kind of. So I'm just gonna use this for now. I'm gonna trust in this up candle right there, and I'm gonna trust that we will not need to go below it. because that was the last up candle. Even if it's a doji, it's still bullish to me. So that was the last up candle before we shut down, and now if we close above that, that right there to me is a comfortable spot to put my stop loss. I just don't like the fact that we do have a gap over there where price we know can come back to. Oh, my chart looks like Christmas, man. We can easily, so maybe that's a balanced price range again, so price can also come to retest this area. So the best place to have your stop loss is way down here. That will not be a good return at all, man. That's a shady return, less than 1%, still money. So if we have it down there, we're looking at 1.44. If we have it aggressive a little bit, we're looking at least 1:2. This is also an up candle up over there that we shot down. Left a fair value gap that was balanced in right about immediately after the fair value gap was formed. So if we close above it, maybe come to retest that zone. So maybe I can have the stop loss just at the discount price of that fair value gap. Now we're looking at 3:44, or that's below the up candle. Now we're looking at something nuts, and I can even reduce now that target to these highs. We're still going up, man. We are still going up. Let me look at the 4 hour. We're now in the previous 4 hour. So that 4 hour high is a nice target. So I'm not gonna care about that. Let me just have this as do I have any 4 hour highs marked? No. Previous 4 hour high. I just have it as 240 minutes high. I like that in green. If you've been watching me for a while, no, nobody watching you for a while, but they'll come. So I'm just gonna do previous 240 high. 240 is what? 60, 4 hours right there, and it's this high, and I think we'll go through it to get to these highs here. So if I was looking for a very early entry, man, that breaker right there was good. 11:15, that was good. The up shot down, we came to that fair value gap. We didn't quite touch it though. So why are we shooting down? Tricky price here, tricky price, but let's be patient, see if we can get a good entry. This is a 5 minute right here, 5 minute breaker. That's not yet confirmed, so but that 5 minute whatever is confirmed now, the 5 minute order block is confirmed. We just closed above the opening price, so we do have something there. It would be nice if they can retrace and just cover all this, at least cover this one, or even trade to this point and then keep going up. That would be, because then I'd be sure that, not really sure, but well, yeah, that we don't need to come down again. Let's look at the 15 minute. I like this here too. See that series of those up candles? If we can close above that low right there can be a good place of entry. And then this is how I do my target. Put that feed from this low to the high, because that was the last leg to run down. If we close above it, look for entry right here, the gray 15, and then my first target will be right here. So we'll be looking at something like that, stop loss down there, and then my TP will be up here, which makes a lot of sense because we do have all these highs, and that's a place it's likely to get to. If it looks more bullish and we have more time, then probably just wait for this 2 to 2.5 right there. which on the daily, let's see where that level will be at. Just above that monthly fair value gap, above this monthly high, current monthly high. But do we have that pressure today? I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Take this back to 1 hour. My charts today looked a little bit all over the place. So those are two bullish plays that I have, honestly. So I like this right here. If we that 15-minute play is actually the best one that I'm seeing. But the time that we have though, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Probably wait for that closure, but usually it is before that 15-minute play happens. There's usually a 1 minute setup that works, and then there's a 5-minute setup that works, and then now the 15-minute setup that works. So if I see the 1 minute currently is working, if I took that breaker right here, that breaker entry, the 5-minute one will be if we close above these last up candles. And what I'm gonna do is let me put this to the side a little bit, and I'm gonna put this to the side as well. We know that's the 5-minute play over there. And what this is the 30-minute fair value gap. So we close above that, use it as support, keep going up, close above that, use this 15-minute break as support. I think we might have a good long. So I kind of mentioned this, if we can just come down and bounce off of these zones, it will be nice. This is a 5-minute inverted fair value gap. This right here is BPR, my opinion, or it's balanced, so should have been a fair value gap, right? But price goes up, shoots down, then it's bullish, opens, is bearish, and then goes up, or whatever it is. Strong, should be a strong support zone over there. So we'll see. Box, and it's on the 5-minute. I just need to know that. So there should be some strong support. I don't know how well that will work because we do have this fair value gap here. Now, what if I'm wrong? What if we keep going down? Can we use this series of up candles with our order block as a change of state into, not really change of state in delivery? This will be more of continuing with the downtrend, because that's what's happening here. So if we close below this and touch that opening price of this candle, can we take shots? Because I'm thinking, looking at the 4 hour, right, the breaker is right here, the last up candle before we shut down. So I'm considering this one because these two here are inside this one, so that'll be the first what I'll be looking for, but this will be the ultimate one. So we still have some movement to that area, so no marked. How would you transpose these levels to come in here? Honestly, I don't want those levels in there. It's gonna be very dirty. Okay, getting some sort of support from this zone here. So man, if we can now shoot up, that would be nice. I'm gonna take a big I'm gonna take a big entry. If we close above this 15-minute, my stop loss is gonna be below this zone, and I might take some more risk. But that's something I've heard from Mark Douglas, because you do your analysis and you're sure that that trade is gonna work out for you, you take a big size, and that's not good. Because what you did is just analysis. Analysis is not what makes you win trades, bro. What makes you win trades? Probability. Okay, we're still going down. Okay. I might keep this thing super simple. So what I'm gonna do is it looks so dirty to me. So I'm gonna put this on the side a little bit. Now we know we're in that daily fair value gap, and we have that 4-hour break over here. This is the 1-hour candle bouncing off that box zone over there quite nicely. We've left what I want to see is us bounce from this zone and shoot up. But remember, we do have another 5-minute fair value gap here and a volume imbalance over there. I don't need to mark them. Okay, might as well do it right there. There's another fair value gap, and we do have like a volume imbalance here. Probably I would like to see those left open. Don't need to close them. So we've just been patient, man. Not quite too patient, Apple. Until we get something clear, which doesn't mean we're gonna win, but you know, just putting ourselves in the best position to get a good win. Let me put those EMAs, man. So this would be an entry for me when I was doing this 50 cross 200. So 50 cross 200 right there. This would also be a very nice entry because we do have like a trend line. So that momentum candle, that would be my entry, and my stop loss will be just above 200. These have taken me out. No, I'll still be in this trade. Here's another whatever touch trend line break. So probably would have entered with this one, or at the close of 50. So probably my entry will be here. My stop loss just above the high, and I'll be waiting for us to go down. Has its own losses too. It's a strategy like any other. I just like using it if I wake up early in the morning. It tends not to work so well at this time. Well, probability, the few tests I did. Plus I couldn't help looking at breakers even with that strategy, so might as well just trade my breakers, because I'd be looking for, let me see, can I see a breaker? See, we do have this series of we're down candles. So down candles, we went up, took that high, so we have a high, low, high, high, and then we broke down. And just look at this, price just comes back to that break over there. So 50 having crossed 200 and price comes back with a breaker. Entry is this candle, and look at that. That in itself is a strategy right there, and you can just sit on the price from morning to evening looking for that setup. That's a nice strategy actually, but now that I'm only trading the 12 p.m. candle, that was a nice entry. So breaker pair with a fair value gap, price comes down, and then you wait for momentum away from that zone. You don't even have to go into that first candle, you can just go with the second one. So in this case it worked so well, worked so nicely. So look at what, in this case I would have put my stop loss just above the high, and my go-to whatever was 1:3. Easy PT, easy PT. Anyway, back to track. So it's 11:55, 5 minutes to the closure of this candle. What's the play gonna look like here, man? So is this gonna be a swing low right here? Are we forming a swing low? Because if we do form a swing low, then we have this 1, 2, at least 3 highs should be taken. Swing low, swing high here. One previous candles, 1, 2, 3 taken. Here's another example, swing high, 1, 2, 3 swing lows taken, or 3 previous highs. So let's just something. Okay, that BPR or whatever, that's, but what's the name of this? I want to call it BPR, I'm just not sure if that's a balanced price range. Yeah. So it's acting as support real good. Trying to see for another example if I can see it, but we usually see that thing too. I even have it on my journals. It is on my journals, man. Guys, what I want to see is us coming close above this zone here. I am taking that trade and my stop loss is gonna be below this low, and I'm gonna let that baby ride. We will have crossed at least 3 good PDRAs. That 30-minute fair value gap, the 1 hour is gonna be a nice change in state of delivery, because right now we can see the up candles holding price to the downside. So if we close above this up candle here, it means that we could probably now change in direction, right? And then we've taken enough, we've taken some liquidity down here, traded to a daily fair value gap, and I'm thinking to myself, where are we? This daily time frame, looking on this side, was once bullish. They came down, and I think they're gonna give a fight for it to close bullish. Even if it's not gonna trade all the way up, it's gonna give a fight. So we might be getting rid of this new daily opening gap here. We just close it all. So I'm thinking that we could be coming back to this volume daily, whatever. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. So that is beautiful. So let's pull this to the side. Damn it, that's so good. All right, let's get ready to rumble. We might have something here. My play, I'm gonna use that 15-minute entry play. So today I'm not waiting for that 1 hour thing, simply because of news. I think so. So that 15-minute breaker is gonna be my entry. I might do a big size, a little bit maybe. Actually, I'm gonna do a big size here. I'm feeling good about this. This is not good, but I'm just gonna do it. So today I'm only gonna take one trade. If this fails, that's it, done. Because I'm taking up kind of a big. So I might just do 2 entries here. Or let me do 50. I'm liking what I'm seeing. So we just crossed that 30-minute fair value gap over there. I'll put this to the side a little bit just to just need us to close above the high. So that zone is a thing. It is a thing. And if we close below it, we could have seen price come back there and then shoot down. I mean, it doesn't have to, but probably we would have done that. So this would be nice if that EMA closes above. That would be nice. I think that's gonna happen, so we don't need to see that happen. And then once I get my entry, we'll set up our whatever where we want to see our TP. I wonder if the other guys are doing the same thing. I wonder if they're doing the same thing as well. Yo, I need to see a closure above that high, man. So here's the closure of the previous 1 hour. So normally I would wait for, what are we doing? Normally I would wait for price to close above this 1 hour and then look for an entry to go down, but in this case I'm not gonna do that. So if I do see my entry form above that high and it goes short, and it's okay if I miss that, I'm Gucci, I'll be fine, because that might happen. Because clearly what I would do is just have that 1 hour high over there. I think I usually have to for this case, so let me just do this. What I'll do is have that 1 hour high, right? And then in this case, maybe I'm waiting for price to come up, and then when I see my entry, whatever, I'm in, and then aim for this low. I don't think that's gonna happen today, but I don't know. But if in case that happens, then I'm willing to sacrifice, to let that whatever go, because I'm thinking in my head, I'm thinking that play is likely to happen before we get down here. think they've done what they need to do, taking so much of these lows. I think the play might be just going up. So if that happens without me, oof, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm willing to let that one go for the day. So looking at that 1 hour, that changes state of delivery. We're gonna have to confirm it when the next 1 hour candle closes, and we are now gonna wait. We'll just take part in that confirmation. So that 30 minutes is now being used as support. I'm thinking, I don't know, we still haven't closed above it to know. Yeah, we did close above it, so that 30 minutes is now inverted, right? So it should act as support. Price should stay above, and then look at this, man, that week. What does that have to do with anything anyway? So that 5 minute order block is already confirmed, so that's looking good. Closed above, it came down to some BPR. That's now inverted fair value gap. So even if we were to come down maybe to that zone to go up, what might also happen is maybe this should be another too much drawing, man. I'm doing too much. If we can just come down to this discount to past half of the previous 1 hour right now, that would be nice, and then we shoot up, that would be even better. But I'm still gonna wait for candle closure above this, whatever, above this break, and then I'm gonna put a pending order, or just wait for us to touch it. If we close just a little bit above it, I'll do that quick entry right there, something like that. My stop loss all the way down there, which seems decent to me. I'll have to see all these prices close though, because if this is left open, I might be forced to have my stop loss below that low. So if that's a swing low, then we do have this 1, 2, 3. What are we gonna do here, bro? It's now 12:03. Buy is above here. Buy is above here. Alright, let's keep waiting. We are now trading below that, but that's good because we do have another 5 minute fair value gap here. Should I mark it? I'll mark it because it's kind of fresh, and then I'll pull this behind because this has happened already. Maybe just leave that to be, because we can trade back down there. So I mean, we do know that it's 5 minute, full minute. Stop loss below this zone here. I need that to be close, at least trade into it. If it's left open, that is a bit risky because we can see price retrace all the way to that zone, and if your stop loss is too near, you'll be knocked out. If this is not traded to, I might be forced to put my stop loss down here. If we can trade and just close it completely, man, that'll be stoconico. What am I doing? Sorry. I need a glass of water. I need a sip of water. That will be my stockico. It's now 12:06 p.m. What are they planning? What are they doing, brother? Do something. The people read news. What will you be looking for, man? May 7. You click on it and then what?
Between the US and China, so it'd be good to have your view on that too.
So, these are not talks that we're in any way involved in, so I really can't comment directly on them. So, but what I will say is this, we had coming out of
I can make this smaller or bigger.
The public generally had an assessment of where tariffs were going, and then
I can only get a little bit of it.
We're in a new phase where it seems to be we're entering a new phase where the administration is entering into beginning talks with a number of our important trading partners, and that has the potential to change the picture materially or not. And so I think it's going to be very important how that shakes out. But we simply have to wait and see how it works out. It certainly could change the picture, and we're mindful of not trying to make conclusive judgments about what will happen at a time when the facts are changing.
And just on the fall in shipping volumes from China over these tensions,
2007.
do you share that concern that we could start seeing?
Okay, we're still working. I would have laughed. I need them to come into that 5-minute favorable group. Not a must.
I don't want to get.
They can also be left open.
We shouldn't be involved even verbally in the questions about the timing of these things.
The Fed will likely hold interest rates steady.
We see the shipping data, we see all that, but ultimately this is for the administration to do. This is, this is their mandate, not ours. And I know as you can see, they're again beginning to have talks with many nations, and that has the potential.
Okay, thank you. Okay. What am I saying here, man? We are working. Now, this used to be something that I have some plays on. So, 15-minute breaker. 50 EMA crosses above 200 EMA. And then we close above that breaker. When we see a retracement back to this 50 and 200, that's an entry. That's an entry to the upside. I like how we kind of balanced everything in here. But if you guys can just come and do something like this and then go up. Now if this is one of those days where they just stay in here and then that play happens, during Asia's, I'm just gonna miss this trade. What I can do is just put a buy stop here and then just have my stop loss down there and then just set and forget. That's a play. I can do that, and probably that's what I should do, because if I require a 15-minute closure, that might be good. But what if the 15-minute candle just comes and close up here and then doesn't need to come back down here? What should we do, brother? We still have some time. I'm just gonna keep watching it on the 5 minutes. Now we also need to watch for this thing here also. There's a 5-minute fair value gap over there. Why you here, brother? Why you here? But I feel like that 50-minute break I will just almost okay. Yep, that baby's gonna come in here. Look at how this candle, the wick just rests on that, on this 5-minute opening price. So that's good. That's all I wanted to see. At least we come in here. We can close it completely. That would be nice. So I'm gonna pull this just in case we go down. See if that will hold it. Now I need to also have another play. What if all this fails? Can I position myself to get in a shot? Because I'm thinking that, you know, they might also want to come down here. Because that daily, that shit was nuts. Same thing that happened here. We shot up, and then the Bears giving a fight. The Bulls kept giving a fight. Seems like the Bears were having it, but the Bulls now kind of giving another fight. So we still haven't traded above that 1 hour high or below that 1 hour low. It would also be nice if they would calm down and trade below that 1 hour low. Oof. And then I get that entry. That would be a very, very nice entry, an early entry, and I will hold it for longer. Are you likely to see that? I don't know. 1 hour low. Just in case. I just keep on being patient. This is where trading now gets boring. The waiting part. So wait, are they holding until that guy stops talking? Is that what's happening? Are they holding until he is done talking? I wonder if that's what's happening. YouTube now, let me just do it from here. I wonder if that's what's happening. Why are they still here? Just one area for the last 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we are now currently in between this high and this low. So from 10:10 to 11:15. $35 traders viewing. Now 8 are registered. Can you hear what this guy is saying? I don't know if there's audio. I got someone viewing. If you can let me know in the chats if you can hear. Or not. Yeah, I think price is being held here for until these news are done. So, hmm, I don't know. I'm just guessing. In the meantime, we do have that 5 minute fair value gap that we're working right there. I'm gonna pull this to the side. We already know of that level right there. Why? I hope I'm not gonna get a copyright whatever for this. If I do, that's okay. I'll find out. I got a copyright strike for when I used to stream that whatever. Some playlist. Oh, he's done. He is done. Is that why we now seeing some movement? He's done. I should have also stopped my music. Oh. Sorry. How do we go back to whatever? Should have stopped my background music next time. So Fed doesn't have tools that are good to address supply chain issues. Uh-oh. There's been rumors of food shortages way even before this, so I don't know. This is just people's news. The inflation will sideways at a fairly low level. Okay. So using that 5 minute fair value gap as support, I'm still gonna be buying above here, and if I have to just hold on to this, that's okay. The thing is though, with this holding stuff, if if something just happens between when the market closes and opens, like some bad news or whatever, then we'll see these stupid gaps. So I don't know if I want to leave a trade running, honestly. Looks like a really good setup, honestly. On the 15-minute time frame, looks really nice. If I was to just take all these new it's good. That low, high, low, low. If we close above it, look at what we have here, an inverted fair value gap. Actually, it became inverted. We used it and we shot down, but now we just closed above it, so we're gonna reclaim it again. Oh, looks good. 1 hour candle right there, change the state of delivery. These up candles are holding price to the downside, and these up candles here, price is not being held on the downside, right? Any attempt to go below is being reversed. We've taken out a number of liquidity of lows down here. On the daily time frame, we did dive into a daily fair value gap right there. On the 4 hour, would have been nice if we traded maybe to that break over there, and even good to that. Would that be a proportion of the block? I don't know. I'm not sure, but it's embedded. Those series of up candles is embedded in this one. That would have been nice. So put this back to the 1 hour, but now because of time and you know what I've seen before with these gappings, if we close above the highs, that's something I'm willing to leave running. Because that, no, we already did that. Because this is what I'm looking at. Now that we've traded inside of this 5 minute, which is okay. My stop loss can even be just below that, low. Thinking that we don't have to come there anymore. And then we can shoot up. At least take all these highs. And that will be my ultimate. Not really there, but at least that will be the manipulation, whatever, from the 5 minute, right? We went down, so from that low to that high, at least see that fast symmetrical swing. I don't want to say it's promised, but most of the time we do get to that level. And if we keep on being bullish, then we're looking at least that level 2 to 2.5. So I might just mark that just to see if that's an area we'll get to. On the 15 minute time frame, that's where I drew it. And then I'm gonna mark this right here, and I got that from the 15 minute. The 5 minute has another one, which kind of that's pretty much what you should have. Because looking at the 5 minute one that I'd said, we did close above it, and now we're using it as a bounce zone. But I'm just comfortable taking this one, which is why I think my TP should be, my stop loss should be just below here. That will look good if we do get this play. And if we're using that 5 minute play, that right there is not too much, unless I did enter right now. So we'll just stick with our 15 minute. Well, if that's what happens, that's the plays. So we're ready with those levels, and I'm gonna lock this and lock this right here, so we don't have to keep on repeating ourselves. So in the meantime, let's just keep waiting. Let's keep chilling. So that NDOG, that new daily opening gap, is still keeping price above its half. So we're still in its, would that be this kind of premium area? But the upper half is where we kind of stay. So this is something we learned from ICT, and kind of seeing, we're seeing its whatever style. Now we can divide that by 4 times, but if I was to put the squads here, we're currently in that half, and we can also have it in divide by 4, not so visible style. Have that a little bit dark, too dark. 1 2 3 4. Too dark as well, but it's okay. And then there's too much, brother. Can we have that in woo, we going down. What am I looking for? Yep. Anyway, we get the point. So I'll just have it like that for now. I don't have a play for sales. Should I have one? But I still have my 1 hour in play here. It would be nice if they did come all the way down and took that low, and then we get our entry set up to go up. That would be a very early entry, and I'll hold up to whatever this highs. So I might just take my risk back to, because I doubled my risk. Let me just get it back to normal. I'm not feeling this anymore. The equity here is kind of screaming, man. Hi. This account was at 28k, now we're down to 13k, which is okay. I mean the profits, which is fine. We're just in a bumpy road, which is a good practice, man, to know how to get yourself out of those situations, and to be ready also mentally for when that happens, when you get to you having your live account. So that is something I've seen over and over, so it's okay. We're getting good practice off of that. So we're back to that balanced, whatever that is. I call it BPR. I don't know if that's BPR, but to me it's a balanced price range. And then we do have that small fair value gap in here. Are we likely to get there? I'm gonna draw it anyway just to see. One minute, what do we have? We have this down candle, we shot up, traded above the high, and we closed below here. But because it was a 5-minute fair value gap and I'm expecting support in that area, there's no way I would have seen that setup. So that down candle paired with a fair value gap, we traded once to eat, traded again to that zone, and we shot down. Now we're going down. I don't beat myself for missing such setups because that's not even in my plan. Again, as I said, I'm waiting for this area to act as support, so there's no way I'm gonna see that setup right there. It's not forming in my place I'm comfortable working with it. So let's see what's gonna go here. So are we going down? Did we get like bad news or something? I don't know. We're still ready. Now we're gonna be going long or short. The other thing I'll do is, if I get a good entry up here and then I see it like a nice OTE entry with a breaker and a nice fair value gap, I might enter again. In the meantime, I'm thinking maybe price now wants to come here, so let's keep on being whatever. And if we don't get a trade today, it's still okay, still perfect. It's perfectly okay. Zero viewers. I don't know how effective it is for me to keep on doing these live streams. There's pretty much just low viewership. I'm thinking maybe I should start doing videos first. Maybe it's the timing. Yeah, I don't know how long I want to keep on doing this. I just like it because it keeps me accountable though, and then I also get time. Because in other days, someone will be bringing the baby in here all the time. But now because I'm doing lives, they don't disrupt me. So I may as well keep doing them. Ooh, yeah. It's a good thing nobody's watching that. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep on doing this one. Until I start doing videos, and then when I get some following, then maybe now start doing these live streams. I kind of like them though, and I was doing them for documentation, but honestly, even me myself going back to watch them, I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. But in future, I might sit down and watch myself, right? But I think I have enough videos now to watch myself in future, right? So pretty much I'm gonna wrap up these live streams. Yeah. I'm tired of talking to myself, you know what I'm saying? Not giving up, just I'm not seeing the sense of it right now. good thing about trading is just individual and nobody ever needs to know what you do, man. That's the beautiful part about trading. You never have to leave your house, you never have to fuel your car, you never have to answer to nobody but yourself, you know. But the discipline you have to have, though, ooh, you'd rather be employed, honestly. I feel like you can misbehave more in an employment environment than here, because the moment you misbehave here, price is whooping you on your face. Poop. Price writes you up and then it doesn't fire you. Yeah. Get written up with price. Ooh, and then it forgives you, so you can do it again, so it can write you up again. So tomorrow I might be just trading here by myself or whatever, just for change. I don't know why though, when I win when I'm not live streaming, I'm like, I wish I did live stream this one. So you're like, bro, why are you live streaming? What's your purpose for live streaming? Why are you doing this? You wanna prove a point? Because this is something that should be just for yourself, bro. So why are you doing it? You wanna help someone? Okay. But are you helping yourself first though, before you help others? Tough questions to ask. But then again, I feel like I've grown so much as a trader just doing this stuff live. I no longer have to use my, what do I say? When you're trading, you ever felt like buy now and something just inside of you saying buy, and you buy and it turns out to be a big win? The reason why I don't like that though is the following day you come expecting the same thing to happen, and don't know if sometimes you start talking to yourself and then you tell yourself it's that thing that talked to you yesterday, so you end up doing what it's telling you and you lose your car. So you're like, okay, I don't think I want to hear any of those voices anymore. I'm good. Okay, so I feel like maybe this place is failing now, so probably we want to get back to that, because we didn't trade above that high and we now trading below this body low, and we kind of bearish now. I don't have any play for bearishness. Maybe just maybe I can get a small scalp if this fails, because this was the last up candle right there and we closed above it, and then this candle just touched it. So I'm thinking that we might see some sort of support. So if that fails and we shoot down, retest, and we start going, then that can be like a short for me to see if I can get I need to see where that 1 hour low is at. If we cross that 1 hour low, maybe get to this 4 hour breaker or even to this one, or just call it a day. Otherwise, what I was thinking would happen is not happening. Now, am I comfortable if we close above here? Am I comfortable taking a buy? No, because look at this equal lows now. Not that bad anyway, but we are kind of going down now. Here's a play that I have in mind. This down candle, we shot above it, and that should have been like support, right, to keep going up. And now if we close below this zone, that's a breaker. High, low, high, high, we close below, even though we were so close to taking out that high. So this could be just a retracement, so I'll be comfortable taking a shot if we close below this low. Otherwise, we are in a. I'll probably do something like this. Turn that to red, and then just say sales below here. Something like that. So this is a no trade range here. So no trading in here. Something of the sort, man. So we're just gonna keep off this range. No taking trades in here. Because now clearly we're just ranging, going up and down, up and down, up and down. So this is something I've seen a couple of times over and over. I mean, you can still scalp in here, get in, get out, get in, get out. For example, that's two series of up candles joined to that BPR again or whatever it is, and you shot up, favor the gap. You can easily come in here and seek for this highs over here. That could be your trade for the day, but may not do that. May not do that. I need to see a clean setup. Because these are relative equal lows here. Okay, I need to do some cleaning here. I need to do some cleaning. The fair value gap is now inverted. Right. That right there. This has been traded up and down, so let's just get rid of it. This was inverted, still acting as support, so that can stay. Still haven't traded to this one. That right there has been acted on right now. It's now 12:38. What are we likely to do, man? So is this candle gonna give up? Is it gonna stay bullish, man? Is it gonna give a fight? What you gonna do, man? If you're taking so much, give a fight. Don't give up, man. I like this, man. Look at that. The up candle, we've taken that low paired with a fair value gap, so that looks like something nice to go up with. I'm not gonna take it though. I need to be outside of some range for me to be comfortable taking a trade, but I'm just gonna watch just in case that happens. And if it does happen and goes without me, man, I'm good. I'm okay. I am so okay. 7. Look at that, man. Look at that. We're going up. Beautiful. Back in that BPR range over there, that 5-minute support, and they're shooting up now. How comfortable am I taking a trade above here? I think I am. So the only portion, if we close above here, the only portion left open, at least on the 5-minute, will be this right here, and that's okay. We can leave that open, go do some damage, and then we can come back to it later. Now, I wish we had people, man, so they can tell us what the news is doing today. So is it good news? Is it bad news? It's good for currency. Okay. Wait a minute. Actual greater than forecast. So it's the same thing. Actual and the forecast. So break even on the news. Federal funds rate. So how about these ones? Bruh. See ya. Well, this could be us ranging in here. Oh, what a week. It's Wednesday. We have one loss for the week. we didn't lose a full 1%. Oh crap. And looking back, it was a rushed entry, which it's okay. That's why I went in with half a percent. Oh, look at that, 1241, look at that. So that 1 minute setup right there is good. It was beautiful. Okay, so we might be ready now to rumble here. I am comfortable putting my stop loss now below this, whatever. So we do have a play here. I like that. I'm gonna take that trade. I am ready to rumble. So that 15 minute, I'm not gonna wait for it to close. I like that. We just closed above that 15 minute. Now why did they just shoot up like that? Are they gonna come down? And I hope this is not like a manipulation. What the screw up? So that looks really good. That looks good. So I'm gonna do like a buy a limit over there, and the stop loss down here. TP is gonna be like way up here for now. I don't know why they're doing that, man. Trade is happening without us. Come on. So even if I did a buy stop, maybe I would have been feel like somewhere here. This is nuts. So that was the setup right there. Oh, that baby's gone. What the? Oh, this sucks. Aish. Baba. What the? So the daily is like, bruh, we gone. Oh shit. So they just reached that volume imbalance so quick. Right there. Yeah, that baby is gone, man. It is gone. It is gone. So if we do get up here without retracing back, then nah, we just have to cancel the idea. So that's the play right there. Maybe come back and at that high, stop loss is just gonna be at this low, and then get to the high for something, and then ultimately get up here, which I think we could. And looking at the 5 minute, we can reduce that risk honestly to where this low. That's okay. That fair value gap, and then we do have like a small whatever, so maybe put it down a little bit. So I do have a buy limit just before that zone here. I wish I can delete all this stuff. What time is it? 12:44. Can we see us come and touch that zone? Because if we do, I want to buy that, and then I might just hold for longer. If they can come down and touch it, even if it's on the 1 minute, that would be really, really nice. And that's the play that I have right there. So this is how we're looking like at the moment. Like that, stop loss down here, and my TP way up there. So maybe take a partial over there or break even. Or whatever. Let's see how this goes, man. Let's see how this goes. That was a nice range. We went down. I don't like that we have this equal lows here though, but it's all good. So looking at this play, if I go back and do whatever, this is nice. This is nice. We are above that 15-minute zone, right? The 15-minute breaker. Oh, that low, high, lower low, which went up. Looking at the 1 minute, 50 is now above 200. So if we can get a retracement down to that area, my stop loss maybe below this low, I feel like this is something I can just let go now. I don't see why we should, you know. Once we touch this box, I want to be in. Just forgive me for too much, whatever. For too much that. But we did get to that volume imbalance on the day. Man, that play was beautiful. Jesus. Favor the gap, but it was within range. We just shot up at 1241. Yeah. Now we've taken those highs. Are they really done? We have some more here, but we've done some damage here. We've taken those equal highs there. So what's the probability of this thing working? I'm still gonna take that trade. If we touch here, my stop loss down here, and then let's see if we can make something. I am ready to pull that trigger so badly. There we go. I mean that trade, my stop loss, I kind of changed it a little bit to this low here, right there. So what am I risking here? 3.4% high. I don't risk too much, but whatever, man. That's quite some risk over there. And pretty much what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna let this baby just do its thing. I will just leave this alone now. So that my entry was somewhere, well, let me just put what I entered on this side a little bit before, on top of that zone. So wait a minute, we did trade above this high, previous 1 hour high. Take this back to the 1 hour. Anyway, let's see how this goes. So we're looking at $700 already. I need to put my entry same as this side. Why am I able to see so much of this side? So my entry is below these lows here, so just right there. This one I got a good entry because I had like a pending order, and then my stop loss is way below this low because I don't know why. I should have just let it over there. If they come and take this low, there's a high probability they'll take these lows as well, right? But my stop is right below this low. So what are we looking at? We're looking at 1 SD, we're looking at 1:4, and then I'm just gonna have my TP way up here for 2.89, and we Gucci. Whatever happens, happens. We are currently coming down strongly, which could be okay. 1 more minute to 1250. Let's see what 1250 will do. So I'm gonna hide this, okay, so we can have some whatever, and this can go to the side. It's too noisy. Again, if we do come up and I see a nice OTE setup, I might add a little bit more. But now we've come in too deep, man. Where are we going? Again, remember we've traded above this previous 1 hour high, which is setups I don't like taking, but I got carried away on this one. 1250, man. I like when 1250 happens when we just one-sided. So this could have been just a fake to the upside. Oh crap. So that might get me. I've been faked here. I clearly could have been faked with this high, or they are just coming back for a good entry. That low and that high, that OTE, beautiful stuff right there. So let me add a little bit more actually. What the hell? I just do like a $10 entry here, which might give us a good value. All right, just a little bit, small entry there. Small entry, and then I need to see where I want Okay, 1250 already hit, right? 1251. I need to see where my ultimate entry exit is gonna be at. So if everything works, we're looking at $200. $200 what? Profit, which is good. Which is really good. So in the meantime, we're just gonna let this baby roll and see how that goes, and that's what that play looks like. So I feel like this is too much dot, man. It's too much dot. I need to clean this baby up a little bit. Oh, it's too much dot. Buy is above here. Okay, thank you. We're not doing sales no more. 1 hour change in state of delivery. I like that. That's happened. Not yet. I mean, I want to take part in confirming that state in change of delivery, and I'm thinking if that's gonna happen, then we might just take all these highs and probably trade to the high, and then are we likely to trade to these highs? I don't know. I just don't know. So when the gap shoot up to here, I don't know. We'll find out. Currently in some profits, and let that baby go. So hopefully we don't have some weird news that come in and then we gap down, because that might do us some damage. So majorly the play is the 15-minute breaker here. That's why I want to reduce all this. So I might as well just get rid of everything, because we didn't use none of them. I'm gonna leave this one here. Did I use so much of this? No. Delete that. I did use that one. This invert, the BPR there will do its job, or you can just stay like that. It's not hurting nobody. That 1 hour CISD, do I have it on this side? Yes, I have it here. So keep cleaning this thing up. My stop loss is not that far. Low. The 5 minute, my stop loss is below this here. Now I just need that 5 minute to hold. Now was that 30 minute really thing? It was just something supportive, so I'll just get rid of it. I like this, that we have that inverted 5 minute over there that can act as support. As you see, we did it's acting as support, so I'm gonna have that one right there. I like that play, and I think we have clean charts now. That inverted 5 minute it's good. It can stay right there, but let me just delete that, because you already see, we can see what it is, but those markings are noisy to me. Now I don't like my stop loss placement that much, because here we do have equal lows here, so the best place would be below this low, but I'm just looking also at my returns too. So I feel like we've done enough damage for us to keep going down, so we can leave those levels open for future, whatever. That would be nice. So that's how my position looks like. I want to hold up to here. If that works, man, I'm looking at 12k. So probably that's the one SD should break even or reduce the risk by half. But you know what, I'm just gonna hold this thing, let it go up. So if that works, we can probably go back to 12,000, 25. Go back to close to the equity high. So that's the play right now, and I'm gonna leave that running. Hopefully we don't gap down, man. Otherwise it don't look so good with these equal lows, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And then remember, we've taken out these highs here. I'm kind of wondering, what is this? What's this here? I don't know, so it goes. Again, anybody following how I get those targets is on the 15-minute time frame. This right here is what I consider the manipulation leg. I use that for targets. So the same distance going up is right here, and then 2 times is right here. That 2 to 2.5. If we keep on being bullish, this is an area price comes and uses a resistance, a support to keep going up. If we're too bullish, but you know we need to reverse, then that will be a nice area for reversal. Another good, really good area for reversal will be up here. So if I can just put my TP here, I don't want to say that's promised, but there's high probability that we'll get up there. It's now close to 1 p.m. I don't know how far that thing will feel like going up, but I'm gonna leave it running. If we get taken out, I am losing like 3.4% on this side, but on this other side I only have like the normal risk I take, so that's okay. And I'm just gonna end this live stream here. I'll just leave this running for a little while. I don't have time to babysit my charts today. I gotta be out of here by one something. So I'm gonna bring this also to unlock. Let me just make sure that I have those levels right. Oh yeah, this is a really good setup. Will it work though? I don't know. My stop loss should have been just below that 15. I don't know why I felt like I should put it down here, but it's okay. Let me make sure I got those levels right. Boom, boom. Okay, Gucci. They fine. They are fine like wine. So we'll find out. We'll find out if that was a good setup. Pretty much it's a 15-minute setup. We'll see. We'll see. Currently in the money is $800. $800. And this side we are up $19. Please do not hang up and down. Please, Trump, leave this. Do not say anything, please. $20, $800. We're looking Gucci. And if I pull up that that EMA right there, oof, look at that, man. That's the play right there. It's crazy because that's how I would have entered if I was doing this, because I usually wait for 50 to go above 200 and then some sort of retracement, at least 2 equal highs. I mean 2 swing highs. We have one here, that will be just one, and then we have this one. So at the break of this candle, maybe just wait for another bullish candle. That will be my entry, or even this one. And my stop loss just below the 200, so my stop loss probably will be here. So decent enough. So my entry time was what, 12:46 p.m. That's when I entered. Before 12:50. You guy, my guy. Yo, I did 2 entries actually, so I should also. I think I should also. Because one entry is like $50, the other entry is $10, and the profits are kind of the same now, $11 and $12. Where was the other end? The 12:47. So that was the entry, bruh. I want that entry to match this side. You know what? It's the same spot, so whatever. And then the other entry was at 12:51, which is this one. What price though? The price was $19,755. Wow, that was a good entry, right about there. Same stop loss, same spot. I'm gonna pull this to the side a little bit. And we'll see how those go. So this one will be 1:8. So a little bit, $80. And this might give us 150, 1:3. So let's hide this. Actually, let's just lock them so they don't move. Hide. I don't know about this setup, but we're just gonna let it go. All right, I'm just gonna end the stream here so I can wrap up everything. And thank you so much for those who are joining. We got 9 views. I don't know if I want to keep on doing these lives, honestly. I might just start doing some. I don't like this how we have this. I don't like this. My stop loss is just down here. I don't like this at all. Well, whatever, man. Then do what you want to do. Now that we reached that volume imbalance with all that resistance. Yeah. Damn. Not looking so good. But what the hell? Yeah, so I don't know. Tomorrow I might just try see something. Well, I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna end up here, and it was really good actually doing these streams, I'm not gonna lie. The discipline, man, was on another level. I feel like there's so much to see, to learn, and a lot of patience that's involved, which was good. I'm just not seeing the value anymore doing this live. So honestly, it was great. It was nice. So I guess I'll see you when I do the short videos, man. Just showing my trades. I think that's kind of a better route for me moving forward. So thank you so much for all those that came in, left some comments, came in and viewed, even if it was for a few seconds or so. I appreciate. And that was Trader Marrera, and I'm signing out now. And I will see you soon in the videos, in the short videos, and I'm out. Peace. I love doing this. I'm out.